In this life, many people forget the value of what they have been given. They treat the body as a tool to be used for approval, for attention, or for transactions of temporary gain. They forget that this body is not something to bargain with. It is not something to trade for validation. It is not something to offer when the mind feels empty or lonely. Your body is your temple, the sacred space through which you experience this life, the vessel that carries your breath, your spirit, and your potential. Respect for the body begins with respect for the mind, because the body follows where the mind leads. And if the mind is clouded, restless, or distracted, the body will reflect this state through actions that lack awareness and care. Many people seek to change their bodies, to strengthen them, to purify them, or to use them for gaining approval from others. Yet they neglect the state of their mind, which is the source of every action they take. If the mind is not trained, the body becomes a tool for temporary comfort, for seeking validation, and for living in cycles of unhealthy patterns that lead to suffering. The body is the temple in which you live, and to respect this temple requires you to first purify and strengthen the mind, so that your actions towards your body are rooted in awareness and discipline rather than unconscious desire. A restless mind will often seek to use the body to escape discomfort, to find temporary relief through pleasures that drain the body of its energy and clarity. It will encourage actions that neglect rest, ignore nourishment, and reject discipline in favor of comfort. But when the mind is clear, calm, and aware, it understands the importance of the body as a vehicle for experiencing life fully, for serving others, for practicing discipline, and for walking the path of growth. Respect for the body begins with observing the mind, understanding the patterns that lead you to misuse or neglect your body, and training the mind to act with intention rather than impulse. It is through this training that you learn to nourish your body with the right food, to move it with awareness, to rest it with discipline, and to protect it with clear boundaries. The mind is like the master of the body, and the body is its student. If the master is undisciplined, the student will wander. If the master is wise, the student will learn. When you train the mind to remain present, to breathe with awareness, and to act with intention, the body begins to follow these qualities, becoming strong, calm, and clear in its energy. Many people forget that the body is not separate from the mind, and that your thoughts and emotions shape how your body feels, how it holds tension, and how it responds to the challenges of life. Anger, fear, and restlessness can manifest as tension, fatigue, and weakness in the body. Calmness, clarity, and gratitude can manifest as relaxation, energy, and strength within the body. Respecting your body also means understanding its limits, listening to its signals, and moving in alignment with what it needs, rather than what the mind desires in moments of restlessness. It is not about forcing the body to meet unrealistic standards or to perform for approval, but about aligning the mind's intention with the body's will. Being, you train your body not for others, but to build discipline, to cultivate strength, and to maintain the energy needed to walk your path. You nourish your body not out of fear, but out of gratitude for the life it carries within you. You rest your body not out of laziness, but with the discipline to restore its energy, so it can continue to serve you in your purpose. When you begin to respect your mind, you naturally begin to respect your body, because you realize the two are connected and cannot be separated in your practice of self-mastery. You begin to see that every thought you entertain has the potential to influence your body, and every action you take with your body influences the state of your mind. You learn to choose thoughts that are aligned with peace, gratitude, and discipline, so your actions can align with care, presence, and respect for your body. This is the way to honor your body as a temple, to protect it from misuse, and to build a relationship of trust between your mind and your body. Respect for the body is not only seen in moments of strength, but also in moments of stillness, in the discipline to rest, in the patience to heal, and in the awareness to breathe deeply. It is in the small, consistent actions of daily living that you demonstrate your respect for your body, and these actions begin with the thoughts you choose, the breath you take, and the intention you hold within your mind. What you allow, you accept. Boundaries are protection, not restriction. In life, it is often easy to believe that allowing everything into your space is a sign of openness, but without awareness, this openness becomes a weakness, a path through which your energy is scattered. Your mind becomes clouded, and your body becomes a space for others to place their desires, intentions, and demands upon you. Boundaries are a practice of self-respect and clarity, a reminder that your energy, your time, and your body are not for everyone to access freely, but are to be protected with wisdom and discipline, so they can be used for the growth and path you are walking. When you understand that what you allow into your life, you accept into your energy, you begin to see how important it is to become selective about the people, environments, and thoughts you allow to enter. Allowing disrespect is accepting disrespect. Allowing misuse of your time is accepting the draining of your purpose. Allowing people to treat your body without honor is accepting the lowering of your own value and the sacredness of your temple. Boundaries are not about rejecting others with anger, but about accepting yourself with love, recognizing that your body and mind are the instruments through which you live, and they deserve to be treated with care. Boundaries with your body are acts of clarity and self-awareness. They are the decision to say no to situations that dishonor your values, to walk away from environments that drain your spirit, and to protect your space so you can remain aligned with your path. When you create boundaries, You are not building walls to hide behind, but gates that allow you to choose what enters and what does not. Who enters and who does not. What thoughts you entertain and which you release. It is through this discipline that you maintain the clarity of your mind and the strength of your body. For each moment you allow what is not aligned. You create confusion within yourself and weaken your direction. Your body is a temple, and it is your responsibility to protect this temple with the clarity of your boundaries. If you allow people to enter your space with disrespect, you teach your mind and body to accept this treatment, and it becomes a pattern that repeats. If you allow your body to be used for temporary comfort without awareness, you teach yourself to seek connection through emptiness rather than presence. Boundaries protect your energy so it can be used for your practice, for your discipline, for your service, and for your purpose. They remind you of the value you hold within yourself, allowing you to move through life with quiet confidence rather than fear or confusion. Boundaries are not only external but internal, in the discipline of your thoughts and desires. It is a boundary to choose which thoughts you allow to grow within your mind, which cravings you allow to lead your actions, and which distractions you allow to enter your practice. Just as you would not allow someone to enter your temple with dirty shoes, you should not allow thoughts that bring negativity, fear, or doubt to remain within your mind without awareness and examination. You learn to recognize what serves your growth and what weakens your spirit, and you act with discipline to maintain the clarity within. Many people fear that boundaries will make them rigid or disconnected, but true boundaries allow for deeper connection because they create a foundation of respect and clarity. When you honor your boundaries, you invite people into your space with awareness, you choose presence over performance, and you build connections that align with your values rather than connections that drain your energy. You are able to give with a full heart, to serve with a clear mind, and to protect your body with honor because you know what you are giving and why you are giving it. In this way, you transform your life into a practice of discipline, self-respect, and conscious living, reminding yourself that your energy and body are sacred, and it is your responsibility to protect them so they can serve the purpose for which they were given to you. What you allow, you accept, and what you accept becomes your practice, shaping your mind, your body, and your spirit. Nourish your body with intention, not neglect. For the body is the temple through which you experience the world, and it requires care, discipline, and gratitude to maintain its strength and clarity. Many people treat the body as if it is separate from the mind, feeding it without awareness, moving it without presence, and resting it without purpose, forgetting that each action taken towards the body reflects the state of the mind. If you feed your body without intention, you cultivate habits of carelessness and impulsiveness, within the mind. If you neglect the body, you teach the mind to accept weakness, to normalize discomfort, and to ignore the signals that the body gives you. Nourishing the body is not simply about what you eat, but about the quality of your actions, the awareness you bring to your breath, your movements, and your rest, and the gratitude you hold for the body that allows you to live. The body requires nourishment to serve you in your practice and your daily actions. This nourishment comes through food that is chosen with care, water that cleanses the system, breath that brings energy, and movement that strengthens the body. Each meal you take is an opportunity to practice mindfulness, to choose what will serve your body and your mind, and to be grateful for the nourishment that sustains your life. To nourish the body with intention is to be aware of what you allow into it, not consuming out of boredom, fear, or emotional distraction, but out of respect for the temple that carries your spirit. You learn to listen to the signals of your body, to recognize when it needs rest, when it requires movement, and when it asks for stillness, responding with discipline and presence. When you nourish your body with intention, you cultivate discipline within the mind. You learn to observe cravings without allowing them, to control your actions, to recognize the difference between desire and need, and to choose what aligns with your values rather than what brings temporary comfort. This discipline builds strength within, allowing you to remain focused and clear in your purpose, because the body you live within is cared for and supported to serve you fully. You begin to feel the energy within your body shift as you remove what is unnecessary and replace it with what is nourishing, creating a space of clarity and vitality that supports your practice. Movement is also a form of nourishment, for the body is designed to move, to breathe deeply, and to flow with energy. When you neglect movement, the energy within the body becomes stagnant, and this stagnation affects the mind, creating heaviness and resistance within your thoughts and emotions. Moving the body with intention, whether through training, walking, or practicing stillness with awareness, allows the energy within to circulate, to clear blockages, and to build strength that aligns with your discipline. Each movement becomes a practice of presence, a reminder that your body is alive, and that to care for it is to care for your mind and your spirit. Rest is also nourishment, for it is in moments of rest that the body restores itself, that the mind finds stillness, and that the energy within is renewed. To rest with intention is to give yourself permission to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to allow the body to recover so it can continue to serve you with strength and clarity. Neglecting rest is neglecting the body's need for renewal, leading to exhaustion, confusion, and imbalance within your practice. Rest is not laziness. When it is practiced with discipline, it is a necessary part of your path, allowing you to remain aligned and energized in your actions. To nourish your body with intention is to recognize the gift you have been given, the vessel that allows you to walk your path, and the temple that holds your spirit in this life. It is to care for this temple, not out of fear, but out of respect, not out of desire for approval, but out of gratitude for the breath you take each morning. It is through this nourishment that you build a body capable of supporting your mind, your discipline, and your purpose, allowing you to walk your path with clarity, strength, and presence, aligned in your actions and your thoughts as you continue your practice of living with awareness and respect for the life you have been given